Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. I've gotten a few requests to do some 1/64th, so it's time. Finally did get some 1/64th in. I'm not a huge collector of them, but Chase Elliott, Kasey, Kahne, I'll get a couple each year. Maybe some throwbacks. I don't know. We'll see. If I like these enough, I might just go back to 1/64ths and, go that route. But, so anyway, these are the two I got. I got the WRL Contractors and Procore car. I was looking at getting some Chase Elliott Mountain Dew ones, things like that, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm still thinking about it. So, but yeah, let's unbox these puppies and see what we got here. So this one was nice, and I was able to wiggle it loose and pop this one out of its box here. So right here, that's the inside of the box there. If you've never, this is my first 1/64th review. I have had 64th cars, so I know how to open them and everything, but they can be a little bit picky sometimes. This one's going to be picky, the Procore one. Because what I want to do is not rip the box at all. Now, I've seen a couple different ways that you can do it. And there we go. So just kind of use a little knife and you slide it behind it. You don't use the knife to actually cut anything. You just push on apply equal pressure so that it'll come off. So there's our two beauties. So we'll get on to, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and put it on the lowest possible setting. And then we'll slide this out. All right. So there's the Kasey Kahne Procore car. Well, maybe. Doesn't like my lighting very much. Probably because I got it too close. There, that's better. We'll just back it up a little. Maybe I'll add a couple things of height in there. Right about there. That looks good right there. How do you guys think? I think that's pretty good. All right. So there's our Procore one. So down our left side, I can't wait for this in 1/24th. And, and my cat just knocked the box down. Anyway, down the left side here, we got that nice white. There's the 95. They redid the font for this year from what it was with Michael McDowell. The ethanol ring there, really goofy looking, but I mean, it is on there. Got a cat yelling now. Onto the front, we have that little orange accent on the hood, kind of a part of the Camaros. And then you got 95 and LFR on the other two sides there. Down the right side, decal placement a little off. As you can see, the 95 is way up high on the door. And they're going to be generally high. As you can see, this one's a little bit more in the center of the whole door panel. This one's way up at the top. Leaves a huge gap to the bottom. So a little bit off there, but I've seen a lot worse than that. So then the other thing is we've got that little shark fin over there. You can see the orange splotch that overlapped and went over. These are nitpickies. I don't know how detailed these are or how picky they get with them, but for me, I notice it. Procore, Camaro on the back there. You got Kahne on the rear window there. All pretty good. Nothing looks out of place. No windshield banner on the front. I'm not sure if there's a reason for that, or I'm guessing it's the monster thing with these being considered kids' toys and not adult collectibles. I can see why they have it set that way. So 95 there, and that so that's our Procore car. So let's get on to the WRL Contractors car. So this car was originally released in white as far as the numbers, and they updated it to yellow before it came out. Thank goodness, because I was afraid they were going to make it in white, and then you're going to be like, well, I wish I had it in yellow. But they did fix it before it came out. Props to them on that. And then they dropped the ball with the Kahne throwback and not even offer it. So disappointed there. But anyway, there's our WRL. So we've got the white, blue, and darker blue. 95 there in that nice yellow color. That's kind of a Levine thing. They've tried to do that yellow on about everything. Even the Thorn car had that for a couple races after it was black, which is one car I'm surprised hasn't been offered, was the Thorn Research car. the one he raced at Daytona and did really well with. But it's just a neat car with the colors. There's a lot of really neat cars. So if you haven't been watching NASCAR, I think realistically, you look at Kasey Kahne's paint schemes all year, top to bottom, they are tied or the best. Chase Elliott's had some good ones, mostly all Mountain Dew. I don't care for the Napa one, but the Mountain Dew schemes, even though they're very plain, have been very nice. But hands down, Kahne has had the best paint schemes this year. I can't think of anyone who's been better. The 41's always pretty decent. But this year, 95 takes cake. They've had just great schemes. There's the ethanol ring, WRL, Procore, and there's Kahne there. Then 95, this side's a lot better than the last one. That other one was really bad as far as having the decals placed way too low. These are placed a lot more evenly, so this one's pretty good. Again, I don't know what the Lionel quality is generally like. I don't get a ton of 64ths. The ones I have gotten have been okay, not great. But, you know, like, you always want them to be as good as possible because that's just, you know, it's your natural instinct to want everything perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'm not usually a 1/64th guy, but I, you know, decided to get these two. Definitely pretty excited about them, so they are not going anywhere. These are on mine to stay. Hopefully I'll have a few more by the end of the year, but it doesn't look like they're going to offer any more Kahne stuff for the rest of the year. So that's kind of a bummer, especially if they do a final ride Homestead with a raced version, which would be really cool. But again, I don't know if they're even going to offer it. So hopefully, if Kahne does get to race at Homestead, or he will race, but if they do make the race version, I really hope he hits the wall. Not hard, or it cost him a race or anything, but I do want to see some damage on it because he usually takes pretty good care of his car, and we don't get a lot of damage on his raced version. So I think we're about due for one really good one. But anyway, that'll do it for me. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see more 1/64th reviews. I don't get a ton of them, but I wouldn't be opposed to having a few extras and having a 1/64th shelf and maybe just going with those for certain types of cars. So, yeah, let me know about that, and I'll definitely look into it. So, this has been Race Craze, and we'll see you all in the next Diecast review.